you guys doing? The time has come for another video. Today we'll be playing Gran Turismo 2 for the PlayStation 1. Now, I just recently got the cables, or, kind of jerry-rigged it so that I can actually watch a full-screen TV, so I'll be able to actually play normally this time. And this is also my first live recording, as I'm playing the game. I still don't have the new mic, so sound quality is going to be ass again. I'm sorry, I don't really care. Because the channel's a tiny little channel. Let's go ahead and start the game. So it was just snowing earlier, and it's like Mother Nature, whoever was in charge of this, is like, oh hey, you guys want a snow day? For sure, dude, please. Yeah, okay, look at all this snow. Just stops after like 20 minutes and just like, haha, fuck you, stop polluting the environment. You can't have a snow day. Oh, yeah, it's terrible. Alright, let's stop doing and go race. So right now I gotta build up some credits for a lightweight car that I need to get to do a lightweight tournament. And yeah, I'm just gonna be doing some grinding, if you will, here. But you get to see me play some Gran Turismo. So Gran Turismo, the first one on PlayStation, is actually the best-selling game on PS1. And the graphics at the time, people, at the time. And also you're looking at some pretty shitty screen resolution too. So, oh god. Forgot to turn the analog sticks on. Whatever. So the car I'm actually using right now, it's highly tuned, it's like maxed out, but it's got so much weight because I'm not really like, I don't have a lot of cash yet, and I have to get into see, this is a great start. I'm totally not used to it right now. If someone who wasn't like a legit gamer, but the thing is, there are gamers and then there are just teenagers, because everybody nowadays games. Since everybody does it, who's the real gamer? The real gamer is the person who calls himself the gamer and like literally dedicates a lot of time to gaming, but then other people just play like sports or COD exclusively. That's just like casual person now. But where's I going with this? Gamer. See, this is the thing about live recording. Like, I have to split my brain into two things. I have to be the controller and the freaking show host or whatever. Gotta slow down a lot here. This turn is ass. It's murder. There we go. Kind of cut this guy ahead. Yeah, this car is... People who would watch this would be like, oh my god, the handling sucks. And this car is actually insanely heavy. And my little brother Vigo is actually interrupting the podcast / video. It's not podcast. Shut the fuck up, Ezra. Left-sided brain. It's like, oh, it's a podcast. What are you doing in here?
I want to finally.
Vigo wants to do it? You know you're on YouTube right now.
Yes, I know.
What do you have to say to the YouTubers?
Well, first of all, school sucks.
Okay, cool. That's great. He doesn't like school. Yeah, so I'm just trying to do the thing, and Vigo's... I just hear like a clawing at the door. I'm like, oh, come on. Oh, also, the thing about recording live is it gets noisy around here, so if it gets too noisy, I'll just stop the audio and do the rest as a voiceover, because I can find a quiet place to do the voiceover. Yeah, so what I was saying is, like, any casual person who, like, even most gamers don't go near simulation racer games. Like, if you're legit, like, pro gamer, you're going, like, Dota 2 or something. And you see I'm actually, like, owning right now on the racetrack. It's because this car is so heavy, like, even if I'm, like, really fast, it drags me out on every corner so much. And there's a lot of planning. and it's hard to do, once again, when you're doing a live video at the same time. But anyways, casual gamers would be like, or just casual people, oh my god, the handling sucks in this game so bad. What's wrong with this game? It's actually a simulation racer. Okay, so it's not going to be your average run-of-the-mill arcade game. And also, this is way easier than real-life racing. Like, they have pro mode on this, pro parts you can put, which basically makes your car realistic. So you can't say this is bad handling, because not even this is even close to reality. And this is like the real driving simulator. So yeah. And Forza too. This one, it just ignores damage until the later games, because the person who made it, the person who was like the genius behind Gran Turismo, thought that it would like, that it was all about fun, and oh yeah, oh yes, that turn! See, this might guarantee me a second place. Oh wait, no, I got acceleration on my side here. We got first place here at Luna Seca. He's like, so what's really important is that it's fun, and damage and shit, like, we don't want the player to worry about that. So this is actually like, it's a unique blend. The handling is extremely realistic, except, you know, what you can do in the game, you can just bump into cars, you never take damage, you can like cut off road and stuff. The handling's basically real. Everything else though is really, a lot of people just go to Forza because it has damage, but you know, this had damage later on. Let's go to next here. Do another. Vega, can you stop staring at me? That's really, really awkward. Vigo's like staring me down right now. I'm just trying to do this whole thing here. You can hear all the background noise. It's great. So great. I might end this pretty soon. Let's do another race here, and like I'll do like a voiceover. Alright. So, what? Oh, it's so distracting. What do I do? Go to Gran Turismo League. V, close both doors. Alright. I have switched over to the voiceover style of footage because it was getting pretty loud. So, yeah, I'm getting ready to do a national race here, going to the UK Nationals entry. Alright. Now, something that was funny that happened recently. So, it was Winter Carnival at my high school, where, you know, I'm sure everybody has this, everybody dresses up as colors, and they do, like, activities like musical chairs and crap like that. Except the thing that sucks about it is at my high school, you have to sign up, and everybody who doesn't sign up for an event, and by the way, you also can get like rejected even though you signed up. People look at you, you know, like the student council, like, oh no, you can't do this, can't go in and participate. So in ours, if you don't sign up, you just have to watch it, and it takes 2 hours, and you have to sit on the bleachers, and everyone hates it. The people who sign up obviously don't, and also the staff like it, but most of the students who, you know, aren't very athletic just hate it, because we have to sit there and we don't get to do anything, and we don't get to be included. And you shouldn't even have to sign up. In middle school, we had Color Day, which is basically the same exact thing, except every single person gets to do activities all day long. And there's all these different things you get to do, and you still get points, and there's still a battle, and you still get to go into the gym and like do tug of war, except everybody gets to do it. There were a lot of people, but they made it work. They split you up into groups, and then you had like faction battles within the same team, and it's dope. And they're always trying to get more people involved, so just do that, you know, it'd make things a whole lot better for everybody. Dedicate the whole day and call it Winter Carnival Day or some crappy stuff like that. Yeah, I know the Hartford school has, Hartford where I live, they have Winter Carnival too, and it's basically the same crap. My middle school got it right with Color Day. Oh, this song too. Super Bam Bam, Super Bam 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 Bam. I already talked about that. Oh god. Let's see if I can pull this turn. Yep, pretty dope. Pretty cool. So we're at this hall near it's in a college campus near my high school, and there's billiards and pool tables and flat screen TVs and music and stuff. So it's pretty much just like a hangout room, and anybody is really allowed in there. They don't mind us coming in. And we're playing game of pool, and this guy was playing a song or some music, and it was like Beyonce or someone, or whoever did that really, really bad song. I forget who. It's a celebrity. She's like nuts. She's the one with like the bubble picture that's really famous or whatever. I think it's that one. But anyways, he's playing this video on YouTube, and it's like a music video, and she's just like behind this background where it's like a cartoon circle, and she's singing, and then there's this other dude, and she's like, I'm a celebrity, I don't need your shit in my life, dick and balls, dick and balls. And I'm like, wait, but she says it like subtly, and I'm like, what the fuck? Did I just hear what I thought I heard? And this guy's like, yes, this is hip. I'm going to put on music, and just legitimately like serious about listening to it. And she's like, I'm a celebrity, you can't touch me, dick and balls. Dick and balls, I know what to do, dick and balls, dick and balls. And it was in there, I'm like, why? Why are you enjoying this? What is this? Yep, Impreza WRX-RSTI version, what, I think that's 4? Whatever. Roman numerals are weird. Yeah, well, whatever version that is, it is a nice car, very heavy though, but affordable, to say the least, in this game. Alright. Come on, buddy. Press exit. There we go. Results. Dick and balls, dick and balls, dick and balls. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna do Trial Mountain, I think? No, that's UK. We're gonna do the German Nationals now. Blah. Now, actually, I did more thinking about the differences between Gran Turismo 1 and Gran Turismo 2. I was talking about the handling, and a lot of it, you really just have to play both games to understand. But I think that they made the FR cars less likely to spin out, and the 4WD cars less likely. No, more likely. Goddamn, more likely to spin out. So I don't know why, because I really liked how FR cars handled in the first one, but in this one it doesn't seem that they spin out nearly as easily. And the power slides that you could do in Gran Turismo 1, just insane. It was so satisfying. But I'm using a Dodge Challenger, not here, but I've been playing it recently, you know, before I did this second part of the voiceover. Now that FR car, it doesn't really like to spin out at all, and it's acting more like an FF car, front wheel, front engine drive, and it's really frustrating because I just want to be able to do the drifts like I did in the first one, and it might just be that car. I have to test more, but it seems they kind of fucked with the game engine, and they shouldn't have done that. Now, it might be more like the first one in the arcade mode disc, because the arcade mode looks like it's a totally different style. They're like power slides and burnouts and stuff, as opposed to the stuff in the simulation mode. But basically, it looks like they just dumbed down the controls in the game, and yeah, not very good. The music also, like I said before, is not as good. Here we go, I'm in second. I'm gonna try to pass this guy. See, I'm getting dragged out to the corner there. And also, in this one, if you brake hard before a turn to try to lower your speed, this is actually normal for the first one too, but it's just interesting to think about. if you like brake hard and get all the way down to 50, you still will smash the barrier because all the car's power is going in one direction. Not a reference. Okay, and you have to slow down way early. Like, let's see if I did it here. Nope, I fucked up. Whatever. You have to slow down really early, so you can't just go down to 50 at the last second, because all that 50 miles an hour is going straight for the wall. You have to slow down and wait, because it seems like the speed changes the momentum more in Gran Turismo 1, but in this one, it's like you really have to do it before, or no amount of braking will cause you to stay on the track. Yes, indeed. Right there I had to pause it because I think I was interrupted or something. But you know, now I'm back, playing the level. Okay, so I did get the Music Generator 3 thing, and I will get those remixes up by tonight. Not all of them, I don't think I can do all of them right now, but I will get some up. And I'm very satisfied with them. And I'm excited. So that's a good thing. Yeah, na 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 na. Yeah, na 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 na. And I also write raps, and maybe I should put some raps up later, but I really want to put them behind beats, because I think they're good. I do enjoy a good rap. Not that good at freestyling though. Sometimes I'm pretty good, but a lot of times I'm looking for the perfect words, and if it's not all perfect, I just stop freestyling. So I'm like, yeah, I can freestyle for a while, but soon it gets to be ruined, and that's why I try to just write raps. I can't go back to the freestyle. It will put a smile on my face when I hear how bad it is. That's right, it's sad. And see that? Right there, I'm like, okay, I'm fucked. I can't keep freestyling. So I can write damn good raps though, compared to people who just freestyle better than me. If I write a rap, and you know, they don't usually write raps, it's price. It is the cheese. The big cheese. Yeah, I gotta do Resident Evil 4 too. Do some gameplay of that on this channel. Because I am beating it on pro mode, and some parts are just really, really insanely hard to do. I did the big cheese fight, that's what reminded me of it. The centipede guy. And the only reason I could beat him, I exploited a glitch that I just found out happened. He kept like hitting me with his tail over and over, but he kept missing. And I was able to unload a couple clips before he finally stopped glitching. And then I was able to beat him, but it's so hard because if you get hit once, you die by his tail. You don't get a second chance, so it's really fucking hard. But I was so satisfied when I was done with it. I just felt like a boss. Yep, and I am able to do it without exploiting the glitch now. Because I have done 2 runs. So good, such a good game. And I was surprised, I always, for some reason, you know, it's weird, but I thought that there was a 360 or a PS3 version of Resident Evil 4, like they had an HD PC one. And I was like, oh yeah, dude, I'll just get it on 360, because that's definitely on there. Yeah, it's not. And I looked it up, and there's only, on consoles, there's the Wii edition, which is the best graphics, and a lot of the content is there. All the content, best graphics. And if you use the Wii remote or something, not like... You can use the Wii Mote, but if you use like a Wii controller or like a GameCube controller, if you have the first model, you can play it regularly with a controller, and that ends up getting the best game possible. It's just the controller isn't very good. You can get the Pro Wii controller, and that's good, and then the GameCube is pretty good, but I found that the PS2 controller is just the most smooth with that game. The GameCube controller, because the triggers are so freaking like hard, like they take a long time to push, and you're playing it and it's just like a lot more tanky when you're playing it with a GameCube controller. And in the end, you know, the best game to play would be the Wii version. So, you know, don't worry about the controls. Just get used to them. I am beating the PS2 version right now, which is the worst of all. Worst sound quality. They had to get rid of some of the graphic features in it to make it run on the PS2. But it did have a ton of extras, and that's what set it above the GameCube edition. But then Nintendo went and reclaimed it by putting the Wii edition with all the extra stuff in there and better graphics. And using the Wiimote, you can pop off tons of headshots in it, like way easy. It's kind of like breaking the game. You can just pop off headshots the whole time. And that's why I'd rather just do it with the fucking controller. F word! It's okay if it's my life. Yep. I think I did pretty good on this race. Let's see how I take this turn. You can see I failed there. The best way to take a turn in Gran Turismo is they teach you it's what is it? The in-out-in turn, or the out-in-out turn. I don't know. I think it's out-in-out. So basically, if you're going up, let's see what turn this is. A right turn up here. Oh wait, no, that'd be a left turn. Yeah. Okay, so I was looking at the wrong way. It's a small screen that I'm watching right now, so I can't really tell the meme map. So it's a left turn here, and see how I go towards the inside, and then I go towards the outside after I come out of it. And if you look at me do another turn, see how I go towards the outside. And even though geometrically that's not the shortest way, it's the best way for a car, because you want to work with the car. It's a big heavy thing. So if you tried to take the shortest way, you'd end up like having to slow down way too much, and it wouldn't be good. So yeah, you want to stick to the outer wall and then turn towards the apex of the turn, and then let it just glide out on the far side of the road. So you have to do the least amount of turning, because that's what, you know, slows you down in the end, is how much you turn in the turn. It's pretty much the best way to do as little braking and as little turning as possible with the cars. Alright, just claim that victory right there. Good stuff. And now I have enough to start getting a mini car for that championship. It's gonna be good stuff. And let's see what I get. And I'm just gonna be doing the customization here. A little bit boring, but hey, you get to see how the menus work, which is fascinating. Not. Watch it anyways. Alright. Alright. Grabbing the car of my choice. I'm checking out all the colors here. I want to see which one is the best color. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so I went to the Listen. Now that's a chain of thrift stores that we have in this area of the States. I don't know how far it goes, but it's kind of like Salvation Army or Goodwill. And it was just hilarious because I go in and I'm like looking for game consoles and games, and then sometimes I just see the most pitiful consoles for like the most pitiful prices. I mean, I got a controller, which was good, and I got a Hot Wheels game. Pretty good. Hot Wheels beat that. That's what they call it. Beat that! Hot Wheels beat that! That's so stock. It's like, we made a game. You're going to beat it. We're going to call it Beat That. Hey consumers, we made another game. You know what you gotta do? You gotta beat that. All on the floor, beat that. Give me some more, beat that. And even the freaking intro, it's like, the cool voice is like, Hot Wheels, beat that. It's like, yo, that's not cool at all. That's just weird. Anyways, I was going to the store and there's this PS2 in there, and I've got plenty of PS2s. I don't need any extras unless they're for a really good price and they're a model that I don't have. So it was like a standard fat model, and the dust was, it was like undead. It was like an addict like threw up a PS2 after like 20 years. An addict threw it up, and it was not even, there was like fur in it. It was like growing fur out the vents. Oh my god. I mean, I'm sure it worked, and I would have loved to just take it off their hands and refurbish it, because I could do that and get it working beautifully and get it looking good, because I know how to open them up and clean their lasers and fix the disc tray if that needs any fixing. But it looked like it was just abused with the dust. It looked like they took care of the actual console, but the dust problem was so severe. Oh god, like no one's gonna buy it. It's literally like if you sprayed it with like a water mist thing, it would turn into mud. It would just be a muddy thing. There's so much dust on it. Yeah, but it's pretty hilarious to go and watch it like wait, you're selling this? You're not even gonna like wipe it off a little bit? Oh god. It's like it might as well be like in a pile of sand and like dig it out. It's like, there you go. It's a totally functional PS2. You can tell because it has sand pouring out of it right now. Washed up on the shore, you know, it's fine. Just plug it in. See what happens. Yep. In the end, I wish they'd just give it to me. I'd be like, you know, no one else is going to take this off your hands but me. And then I'll give it to my friend. After I refurbish it, I'll sell it for a little bit of money. Not a lot. I'm not going to be a freaking cash hoarder like GameStop. Oh god, GameStop. When they were doing the PS2 sales at GameStop, it was like 75% off for any PS2 game. It was nuts. Absolutely nuts. And the largest game haul I've had is about 90 games, or like 100 or 80, around that, in one run for about $120. It was nuts. I was there for like 4 hours, and I came home with a shelf of PS2 games. And I'm not a PS2 fanboy, okay, because I play all the consoles, and I actually grew up without a stigma, because most people like the consoles that they grew up with, but I grew up with, it started with the PS1, and then it went to GameCube and PS2 and Xbox all around the same time. We had my dad was awesome. He bought us all the consoles that were out, and he got us the Xbox original, the GameCube, and the PS2, and that's what I had for a long time, is those 3 consoles. So that's Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo in one household. And I was a little kid, and I decided what to play, and I decided what I liked most. So if you ask little me, and you say, what's the best console? Little me is going to have a good idea, and he's not going to be crowded by nostalgia, because a lot of people would only grow up with one type of console. Like, they get the Xbox and then the 360, and then, like, or they'd have just all the Nintendo consoles, like the Wii, the GameCube, Super Nintendo, original Nintendo, and they'd just be Nintendo fanboys. But I've made my decision about which I like the most, and I'm not going to share it because people are going to get pissed, like no matter what I share. It just causes problems, and really I don't give a fuck what console ever, okay? I'm pretty clear about there's no limits to what kind of console I like. There's just the one that's my favorite is the one that's my favorite, and I'm going to say that is the end. Right there. Not saying anything else. But we are playing some Gran Turismo 2 right now, and this is a replay of the race in the town or whatever area here. And this is me controlling it, but I decided it would be cooler to just do the replay with all the camera angles as opposed to just watching me do it in the first person mode. And I do it in the first person view because you can see where the front of the car is a lot better, so you can know exactly where the corners are. It gives you a rear view mirror so you can see the cars, and then also it improves your reaction time in this game because you can see all the little turns as opposed to watching the whole car wheel around. It's hard to tell exactly how much you're turning. I am satisfied with this race here. I've got a good lead, and this is also an FR car where it's almost impossible to spin out. Yep, and I think that also has to do with it's just a little car, so it's not gonna spin out. It's not that heavy, but still, the Dodge Challenger is like equally as hard to spin out. You can just really turn those suckers all you need, and they do nothing, which is really frustrating. As opposed, like, because I'm like pro at handling the FR cars in Gran Turismo 1, and it's the funnest car to ride because you can do the power slides. In this one, it kind of just locked it, and it's like basic controls. But you know, a boy can dream for better controls, as in worse handling, so you have to catch the wipeouts and then it's more fun. Dooch doot doot dooch doot 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 doot. Gotta fill time, 3 minutes worth of time. Oh, how will I fill so much time with all these words, child? Weird Al, this gets on. Alright. And looks like this is about the wrap up of the video. Thank you guys. I will see you next time on Legion Plus Gaming.